there are many inventions and discoveries which can lead to further discoveries. For example, the wheel. It was used first of all or discovered by a potter who wanted to shape up pottery, and later this wheel has turned the discovery in the world, meaning to say the transportation system now is totally dependent on the wheel. So, the discoveries can lead to further discoveries, that is, resources turn more things into resources. There are various types of resources which are found around us, and the first type of resources which we can see around are the natural resources. Natural resources are those resources which are found around us, free gift of nature. There is no need or very little changes that have to be made in order to use them. So, they are a ready resource. If I talk of air, water, all these are the natural resources being given to us by God, and they are free flowing in the nature. Now, the natural resources can be further divided on the basis of the level of development, their use, their origin, stock and distribution. So, these are the factors which further subdivide the natural resources, because the development, the utility, the origin and the stock and the distribution gives them a different name, which we will see in the next clipping. Categorizing the resources further on the basis of development and use, we can divide them into actual resource and potential resource. So, you look at the word itself, actual and potential. So, here itself the difference is very, very clear. Actual means that we know the real quantity of the resource which is there, and we are using it in the present day. Now, for example, if I talk of the coal mines at Ruhr Valley in Germany, or if I talk of petroleum in West Asia, or if I talk of the dark soils in Maharashtra, they are all actual resource. Quantity is known and we are using it in the present day. But if I talk of the potential resource, then the potential resource quantity is unknown, and they are in fact those resources which we are going to use in future. We are not able to make use of these resources, maybe due to the lack of that level of technology which is required to use or to make these substances into resources. And if I have to give you an example of the potential resource, then I will say that the uranium which is found in Ladakh is a potential resource. Well, few years ago, or rather 200 years ago, high speed winds were a potential resource. But today they have become actual resource, because now these speed winds are used in Netherlands in the wind farms to produce electricity. So, the development and use of a resource can change it into an actual resource or a potential resource, and the potential resource with time changes into actual resource. If I have to divide the resources on the basis of origin, the way they are found, then I can categorize them into biotic and abiotic. And abiotic means which does not have a life, and biotic means which has life. So, biotic which has life, that means resources like plants and animals. Abiotic means which does not have which does not have life. So, then those are soils and rocks, and this is how the further classification goes on.